Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Rookie Card Collector 123 video. In today's video, we're going to continue our look at the Football Hall of Fame True Rookie Cards. We've been working forward in alphabetical order, and today we're going to look at players beginning with the players whose last name begins with the letter H, and then J. So the first player we're going to look at today is one of the all-time great Atlanta Falcon defensive players. This is going to be Claude Humphrey. Since the time I was a kid growing up in the mid-late 70s, the Falcons have always been my favorite football team, and one of the very few teams in the NFL to never have won a Super Bowl, unfortunately. But Claude Humphrey was a great defensive end for them. Began his career in the 1970 timeframe and played with them throughout the decade of the 70s. Made several All-Pro teams and probably the best defensive player in Falcons history. His rookie card is the 1970 Topps Football Series. Next to Humphrey, we have Lamar Hunt. Lamar Hunt was the owner for many, many years of the Kansas City Chiefs, first in the American Football League, and then later on in the when they moved to the National Football League. Lamar Hunt did not have any active playing days or NFL Day cards, so he has one of those commemorative rookie cards. It's from the 1974 Fleer Hall of Fame Immortals set. Many of the really old-time NFL players, the early greats, appear in this set as rookies, as well as a number of the football executives, who, of course, did not have any playing days cards. Next up, we've got Don Hutson, one of the really great wide receivers in the earlier days of the NFL. Hutson's numbers today in terms of receptions and receiving yards and touchdowns would certainly pale in comparison to the numbers that many of the wide receivers have put up in more recent years. But he was probably the very first real superstar as a wide receiver in professional football. His rookie card is in the 1955 Topps All-American set. This picture of all the players in there in their college uniforms. Hutson played for Alabama and pictured in there on that team with the All-American shield at the bottom of the card. Always a popular set. There's a Jim Thorpe in here as well. Next up, we've got Michael Irvin, more modern card. Irvin, of course, great wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys, teams that won multiple Super Bowls during the 1990s, with Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Irvin being the three biggest names on offense. Irvin's rookie is in the 1989 Score football set. Also has other 1989 rookie cards as well. Score tends to be his most popular. Most widely collected, so I opted to go with that one. Okay, next player we're going to cover is Rickey Jackson. Jackson was a New Orleans Saints linebacker, I believe middle linebacker. And his true rookie appears in the 1984 Topps NFL set. The set most famous for including rookie cards of Dan Marino, John Elway, and Eric Dickerson. But Rickey Jackson, also another major Hall of Fame rookie card in that set as well. Next to him, we have Jim Johnson. Johnson spent majority of his time with the San Francisco 49ers. His rookie card appears in this 1962 Post serial set. This would come out before his NFL cards during the 60s, where he was included in the Topps and Philadelphia Gum Companies. These would be cut from a post-serial box, just like the baseball cards from that era were from the early 1960s. Okay, next player we're going to look at is John Henry Johnson. Johnson, rookie card would be in the 1955 Bowman set. And next to Johnson, we've got Charlie Joyner. Charlie Joyner rookie card is in the 1972 Topps football. Joyner began his career with the Houston Oilers, had many of his best seasons with the San Diego Chargers in the late 70s and into the early 1980s. Under Air Coryell, the great offensive team that had Dan Fouts at quarterback, Chuck Muncie, among others, at running back, and then Joyner, John Jefferson, and Kellen Winslow were the receivers on the other end of the Dan Fouts passes. Probably the most prolific offense in the NFL for 4 or 5 years during the late 70s, early 1980s. Okay, next up we've got Dave, better known as Deacon Jones. Jones was a ferocious defensive lineman primarily for the Los Angeles Rams. Began his career in the early 60s, and his true rookie card is in the 1963 Topps football set. Jones also became famous for the Miller Lite Beer commercials that he did during the 1970s, along with several other professional athletes. Next to Jones, we've got Stan Jones. Stan Jones was a lineman for the Chicago Bears during the 50s and into the 1960s as well. Jones rookie appears in the 1956 Topps football set. After him, we have Walter Jones, bottom corner here. Walter Jones, great offensive lineman for the Seattle Seahawks. And he had several 1997 rookie cards. I opted to go with this Donruss card here for my rookie card guide, but any of his 1997 cards would be considered rookie cards as well. And next to him, we've got Henry Jordan. Jordan was part of the great Vince Lombardi Green Bay Packer teams during the 60s that won multiple NFL championships. He was a tight end. He was a defensive tackle. And rookie card would be the 1961 Topps football. Okay, next up is someone who passed away very recently, Sonny Jurgensen. Jurgensen was a great quarterback, began his NFL career with the Philadelphia Eagles, had many of his best seasons with the Washington Redskins during the 60s, and his career extended on into the early 1970s as well. Jurgensen was one of the great early passing quarterbacks, along with Johnny Unitas and Sammy Baugh and a couple of others. His rookie card is in the 1958 Topps football set, the same set as the Jim Brown. Okay, next to Jurgensen, we've got Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly, prior to his NFL days as the star quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, Kelly drafted out of college from the University of Miami, initially went to the USFL, United States Football League, which existed in 1984 and 1985 before folding and the players being absorbed into the NFL via draft. Kelly went to 4 Super Bowls with the Buffalo Bills. Unfortunately, the Bills lost all 4 of them and would never end up winning a Super Bowl during his career. But one of the great quarterbacks in football during the 1980s and into the 1990s. His rookie card is this 1984 Topps USFL set. These came in little small box sets, basically like a Topps traded set from that era in baseball. They did a USFL set in similar fashion. I believe it was also 132 cards, but I'm not 100% sure of that. Okay, next up we've got Leroy Kelly. Great running back for the Cleveland Browns. This would have been right after Jim Brown retired. Leroy Kelly came on the scene and would star with them through the rest of the 60s and into the first half of the 1970s. Leroy Kelly rookie card would be this 1967 Fleer issue. Nice, really nice portrait of Kelly there. And next to Kelly, the last player we're going to cover today is Cortez Kennedy. Kennedy was a great college player at the University of Miami. He was there around the same time as Warren Sapp, I think maybe a year or two earlier. And he would play primarily for the Seattle Seahawks, and his rookie is in the 1990 Score football set, as well as other 1990 rookie cards as well. I opted to go with the Score for my rookie card to picture in the guide here. So that's going to wrap up today's episode on the Professional Football Hall of Fame True Rookie Cards. Covered another 16 players today. We'll continue on next time we hit the series again with where we left off today. Players' last names beginning with the letter K. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Have a great day, and I'll catch you guys again on the next one.